All right, hold up, family. We got a video we got to talk about right quick. I was going to wait a little second to put this one in here, but they have released the name of the person who is associated with the situation, and it's our very own guy, man. Y'all know, man, I got a special love and support for my guy, but I'm going to release the name of the person here in a second. Let's read up on the story and see the situation and what's going on. Now, it says Baton Rouge, LA, WFAB News. A man police say is a member of the Bankstown Mafia gang was rushed to a hospital after being stabbed inside of East Baton Rouge Parish Prison. A source familiar with the incident told WFAB TV. Paramedics were called to the prison late Thursday afternoon after a stabbing was reported. His condition is unknown. The victim, Charleston Street 25, was arrested along with 7 other men earlier this week in a major case involving drugs and guns. He also goes by the name China Black, which is ChinayTheKid. Police said Street was arrested on charges of being a convicted felon in possession of a firearm. A news release also stated the Street was allegedly part of a criminal street gang. While that is not formal criminal charge, a judge can use alleged gang activity to increase a person's charges, basically. Gang enhancement. I don't know if they got gang enhancement down there, but they trying to get that everywhere. It's crazy. If you have a gang enhancement in your state, they can add 5 years onto any charge and say that you did that to big up your gang. So that can mean that you stole a piece of candy from the store. If you're involved in a gang, the judge can add an extra 5 on there saying you did that for the acknowledgement of your gang, which is crazy, man. That's just a way to put people into slavery for real. But that's besides the fact. Let's go ahead and get to the important stuff, man. Now, shout out to my boy TBG versus 4K Trey for being the first one to report on this. Man, as soon as I got the info, I went to Instagram to go ahead and talk about it. And this man, TBG versus 4K Trey, was already on it. You know what I'm saying? And that's my boy, man. So I don't be trying to, I try to pick topics outside of his. That way, when we on Instagram, we ain't kind of clashing heads. So anytime y'all on Instagram, when it comes to TBG news, 4K Trey news, BBG, it don't matter who it is, all Baton Rouge news, go tap in with my boy TBG versus 4K Trey because he got all the info. But of course, man, this is Seven Hardaway's people's, sort of, kind of, not really his people's, but his sister's baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of like brothers-in-law, step-brothers, whatever you want to call it. That's some info that I just found out from my boy as well. Now, this man, Seven Hardaway, had to give his reaction to the situation as he says, boy, tell you, the game gods gonna always see you through it, with the laughing emojis and the gorilla emojis. Now, he had already spoke on these game gods. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show y'all what Seven Hardaway had to say, as all the TBG members been flashing out about this situation, man. And of course, that sparked a lot of reactions from the other side, so it was a lot of back and forth. But when we found out who actually is being accused of the situation, oh man, couldn't believe it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we was hoping my boy would be coming home, so hopefully he can beat this situation as well. But we find out that the person that was involved is allegedly Spinna Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Man, let me read this news report for y'all. It says, sources say Street was stabbed by a member of a rival gang known as the Gorilla Boys. Nah, I don't think y'all got that one right, man. You mean Top Boy Gorillas? As it also says, investigators say the inmate was attacked and cut by a fellow inmate identified as Rico Hayes. That is that man's Big Spinna, Spinna Mitch's real name. Y'all see his picture right there. And that set the TBG members on fire. Everybody started posting. Even the bleeders. The bleeders started popping out. But before we go to the new post, let's go ahead and read the old post and the old reactions from earlier. Of course, Seven Hardaway was the first one to speak because China is his sister's BD, like we stated before. Now, he says, dudes be Godzilla out here in these people's streets, but one, with the one emoji, thing for show, them game gods gonna deal with you. Checkmate, dude. Gorilla emoji with the laughing emoji. I told y'all he spoke on them game gods once before. Then he goes on to state, ain't no slaps in that jail. F around and get beat to you know what, till you deceased. with the, the skull and bones, the skull and crossbones emoji, and then says hashtag game gods. Once again, told y'all he kept referring to them game gods, man. He was serious about that. And then we got that man's Top Boy Sticks, as he says, I respect my karma. That was 22 hours ago, so I guess you could say he responded first. And then he also goes on to say, who really can't live back there, with the laughing emojis. Then that man Scooter decides to chime in as he says, y'all dudes be on this internet tripping, cause 70% of the time you dudes is H's, HO3s in jail. And I know for sure, PSA, if you been checked offline in the parish, don't speak on nobody since I've been going to jail. I saw 100 dudes get on that gate or door for sure. The same gangster killer gorillas, y'all dudes need to stop it for the instant. And then he also shares this video.
Yeah, y'all foolish as a mother, man. Cause I done put a lot of you on the gates for real, or some of you kill a gorilla. And I done saw a lot of you get slapped. No real life slap like a real talk. And y'all get on the internet and be getting in front of these and these be acting like y'all gangsters. If they would've saw you behind them bars, boy, I'm telling you, man, live letting be letting put in their face and everything, all type.
Then that man's Duty Boy Ears says a dude really wouldn't shop with you just because of who you is, but we gonna stand in you dudes' chest this summer, well, female dog's chest this summer on 9-4. You know what I'm saying? And that one, that's debatable, but it's just the timing. You know what I'm saying? Seems like a little shiggity. Seems like he talking about the situation at the end or whatever. But if that wasn't enough, man, it's still more. As Fat Chapo, my guy as well, says all that talking and stuff catch up with you in the end. Can't be playing with these dudes out here, because everybody ain't playing, homie, with the gorilla emoji. Hashtag free the guys. But that was the last one from this morning, which leads us over to what's happening as of right now. As Fredo Bang shares the picture of Spinna Mitch and says, free you. Lil Ivy Jr. goes ahead and shares Spinna Mitch picture as well, as to which he shares a picture of himself that says what that mean. You know what I'm saying? Being out in Miami and whatnot. Enjoying the rapper life, man. Enjoying the good life and whatnot. Then Roy Black Osama, or TBG Osama, that pressure guy, says, my partner's been putting it in on that kid back there, man, with the laughing emojis. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, he just clowning. And he's referring to the situation that happened a while back with Seven Hardaway and ChinayTheKid, when it was alleged that Seven Hardaway put a broomstick up ChinayTheKid's rectum and beat him all down back there. But then, he also shares a post that says free gangster as well. Then I Am Pooh shares the post as well that says free gangster with the gorilla emoji and the black heart emoji. You know what I'm saying? With Spinna Mitch in there. Y'all know what it is, man. Free that man, Spinna Mitch, man. Come on, man. That's my guy, man. A real one. Then TG Commas decides to step into it as well, sharing the whole post and situation about Spinna Mitch, and then says, captions it, get your lick back, as well as sharing his video about the bleeders. You know what I'm saying? And he captions it, forever bleeding, with the heart emoji, the blood emoji, and says, love your little co, with the heart emojis, like the little transferring hearts. I ain't never know what that meant, man. What is that? What does that mean, man? Somebody tell me down in the comment section what exactly the two little hearts mean with like the little transfer signal. Let me know. Then we got the BBG / 4K Trey side chiming in as well, giving a 2 cent, as BBG Nemo pops out once again and says, you dudes be Johnson out, excited off another dude work. No, y'all ain't living like that, huh? Little female body part. Ooh, with the caption with the sad emoji and the hands to the side. That man Nemo talking greasy, ain't he? Real greasy, man. He getting more greasier than Popeye's chicken. Shout out to Crib Mac. Then we got Big Murdag, and shout out to 4K Trey for sharing this. TBG versus 4K Trey to be exact. As Big Murdag said, I want him effed over. Shares a picture of Spinna Mitch and the whole entire situation to put a reference on who he's directing it to, and says he ain't safe either. Well, I mean, that man gonna slang that burner, man. He letting it be known, like, Y'all ain't finna hold me up. Ain't nobody finna pressure me. And last but not least, we got that man's Boosie boy Munchie, as he shares a pic as well. You know what I'm saying? Him just standing there. But it's referencing the whole situation as he captioned the whole pic off with a little message for TBG and the opposition side. As the man goes ahead and says, the war just got deeper than an effing ditch, with the cool emoji, like the cool shades, and the blood emoji. Man, hey, don't be putting all this online, bro. You giving too much direction, too much to what's going on. Stop talking like that, man. He don't mean no real actual war. He mean a war in the rap game. He mean a rap battle. What's on wax? The words just got more thick than they ever could get. He didn't mean nothing seriously, no street stuff. Man, you can't be talking like this online, man. You can't put this stuff online, man, because you'll have the laws believing that you got something going on, man, that ain't going on. You'll have them thinking that y'all into some stuff that ain't really happening. Hey, this is for entertainment purposes. For all the extra out people, these men are not really doing none of this stuff, so leave it all alone. Now, overall, man, the situation with ChinayTheKid, yeah, like I talked to my boy about, we all know that China stand on business in the streets. He got a big name. Boosie partner at one time. Boosie ain't gonna have nobody around him who a sucker. Now, I mean, that doesn't, what happens in the streets has nothing to do with what goes on in the pen. When you hit that penitentiary, it's a totally different world, man. There ain't no more rods. You can't slap no slaps in there. There ain't none of that. You gonna have to pick up them burners, or you gonna have to use your hands. And I done seen dudes, literally get poked up a few times and still knock a dude out. So 9 times out of 10, that burner still ain't even gonna all the way help you. You better do some push-ups, some burpees, get your health right. Health is wealth, especially in there. That way you can stand your ground and protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? But if you need a burner, protect yourself by all means. Make sure that you got it all. You know what I'm saying? You better have some soaps and socks. I'm sure that y'all not gonna get a lock. Most places ain't giving locks. You know what I'm saying? That's usually penitentiary stuff. But even still, they still ain't trying to give them out like that no more. They trying to transition to them little circle locks that they be putting on storage pads and stuff now. But I mean, even still, bro, you got to protect yourself some way. You know what I'm saying? You have to. But there's no rods. You know what I'm saying? So in the county jail, you're more prone to situations like this happening. One of your enemy goals being able to run into you and poke you up. And at the end of the day, man, if it allegedly was Spinna Mitch, like they said, he been in there a lot longer. So of course he would have more pull with the guards and stuff because he's been in there longer. They know him. They know who he is. So he would have, I'm not saying him, you know what I'm saying? But somebody who's been in there longer would have the opportunity to get locked away with you, get out of the cell more, to get more opportunity to be around you versus somebody who's just coming in there. Y'all see what I'm trying to say? So the thing is, bro, you're out of your element. You're in a world where you don't know what's going on. No matter how many times you've been in jail, once you go to jail, come home and go back, once you go back, you're in a world that you're unfamiliar with now. Things change, you know what I'm saying? It's still politics, but things change. It's different people. So you don't know people's mentalities and what they're going to stand on. Some dudes will give you a fair one, some dudes will rack you out. Some dudes will give you a fair one, some dudes will poke you up. It just depends on who you in there with. You know what I'm saying? So you can't always protect yourself when you go into them places, and it's different from the streets to the pen. So everybody like trying to stand on business. Well, in there, you got to be ready for whatever. Expect the unexpected. You know what I'm saying? So this is a situation that ultimately couldn't have been avoided by any means because of the way that China talks about them. He clowns on everything Fredo does, TBG does, talks badly about the people that pass away. So he was asking for this. This was coming to him. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things, man, that should be a lesson to everybody. Watch how you speak about people and their fallen soldiers, man, because people always gonna take that and run with it. People are never going to forget what you say about somebody they love, especially whenever they leave. Watch what you say, because that will come back on you. I'm just saying, but China's situation is a little bit deeper because he has history with Spinna Mitch, 7, all the older TBG members. They've been having problems since back in the day. China's an original, so we all know that they've been having problems, been not liking him. like we stated, the situation with Seven Hardaway, when Seven Hardaway beat him up while they was locked up, allegedly stuck the broomstick up him. That's what Seven said from his own mouth. He was going back and forth with Osama on IG. They had a situation. He went back and forth with Tech and Huncho Yolo when Huncho Yolo caught one to the arm. You know what I'm saying? He was clowning about that. He clowns about everything. You know what I'm saying? So his situation was a little bit different. This been going. They been having problems. It's funk on sight every time they see each other. So this been a problem. This was, like I said, unavoidable. He should have known going in there. He already knew that his opposition was in there, especially the ones he directly got into it with. He directly got into it with Spinna Mitch. So, man, it's just like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like, come on, man. Now, I don't think personally Spinna Mitch did this. I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is, man, by this time, y'all should know that Spinna Mitch stand on business. I had a lot of people in the comment section of the video that I made about Spinna Mitch where y'all was saying, Spinna Mitch ain't talking about nothing. He old. He washed up all this. Man, that man stand on business. And if anybody can't see that, that man really says what he means and means what he says. Everything he says is what it is. And his whole life is about TBG and the hood, the set, the block. And he gonna function for that. He gonna do whatever. He ready to pick up his rod and lay down next to all his peoples from the block. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't get that from Spinna Mitch vibe, bruh, I don't know what's wrong with you. Because at the end of the day, real recognize real. So if you real, then you gonna see that. That man is an all the way authentic person, man. Anytime you tap in, he gonna reach back out. He humble, down to earth, don't act Hollywood whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Been my guy since day one. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Spinna Mitch all the way through and through, man. It's just what it is, man. Y'all see what he in there for. Y'all see what he in there for. Y'all see what he rap about. His songs, he telling you something. And the lifestyle that he living, what they're accusing him of doing correlates with his music. So that shows you that that man really stand on business. All the situations that he's alleged of being involved in, which I don't think he's involved in. Let me put that out there. Free Spinna Mitch. It shows that what he says in his music is very, very accurate, man. So you gotta believe him. But the situation with TG Commas getting involved in this, man, it says something. You know, you can see that alliance start to grow even more. We already know they had a connection through the Hot Boy situation. Now it's starting to grow. We seeing it growing more and more. And hey, it could turn into something. I don't know. You know, we would love to see a Fredo X TG Commas or TG Commas X Fredo X Tech. You know what I'm saying? Y'all all need a collab, man. Do that for y'all fan bases. That way everybody can grow a lot better. I don't know. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this, man. Hopefully this man, China, gets better, makes a full recovery. We don't want to see no man lose their life. We need to stop the black on black violence, man. That stuff needs to get up out the window, man. Like I said, hopefully full recovery. Y'all learn a lesson from this situation. Why choose people you speak on, man? Stop speaking about the deceased. It will always come back on you. But make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you ring that bell icon and turn post notifications on. And also drop a comment. That way this can be recommended to a lot more people. If you don't turn the post notifications on all, you won't be recommended every time we drop a video. Drop a share too. That way you can help as well. And with that being said, peace and blessings, kings and queens. I'm out. Believe it.